So, hi everyone, I had basically tried to film this video already last week, and then I had loads of things happen and I didn't get much time to read and I forgot to film anything else. So I did film a few days of this challenge and then I kind of ended up giving up. So I thought I'd do a reading challenge this week. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube doing the reading 200 pages a day challenge, and I thought some days I wouldn't be able to read that much really, because I got like I got work and then I go to the gym in the evening and then I only have like an hour to read before going to bed. So some days that won't really work at the moment. So and then I thought 150 pages. So I ended up settling on reading 100 pages a day for a week, and then I will increase it in a future challenge to 150, and then do the 200 pages a day challenge eventually. But for now I'm just going to do 100 pages a day, which I think is more realistic at this point in my life. So I'm currently actually in the middle of two books at the moment. I'm reading Salem's Lot by Stephen King, and this, I've got like a love-hate relationship with this book at the moment, because the first 250 pages I would say was so slow, and there were so many characters introduced and I was a bit confused. There was just, yeah, it was just really slow. Not much happened. There was nothing really spooky, like the odd little thing here and there, but like not that much. So I almost gave up with it, but I read some more reviews online and I was like, no, I do want to continue with it. I do want to get to the good bits. So anyway, I am now on page 344. And it's starting to get good now. Finally. So after 250 pages, that's when it finally started to get more interesting, and last night I was reading this for quite a while and I couldn't put it down. So I am very glad that this is actually picking up now, because I know Stephen King's known for his kind of slow, heavy writing, but that was definitely how this beginning of this book was, but it is definitely picking up now, so yeah. And I have also started on my Kindle the first Percy Jackson book, which is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I've been wanting to read this for a while, this series. I've got all the first 5 books in the series, or like this world or whatever, on my Kindle. I've had them on there for like a year or two and I'd never actually got round to them, so I have finally started reading the first book. I'm not sure how far I am into it, about 70 pages or so, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So throughout this video I am likely to be continuing with those 2 books. Whether I'll start another book in this video, it depends how much I actually get read. But today is Thursday and I know tomorrow that I probably won't get much reading done tomorrow, so I think I'm going to start this challenge on Saturday and do it Saturday through to the Saturday after. So I will see you on Saturday. Now Sunday, and yesterday I didn't actually film any clips of me talking or anything, but I did film a few clips which you would have just seen a second ago, and I did read a total of 125 pages of Salem's Lot by Stephen King, and then I randomly felt like I needed a break from this, so I started reading Powerless by Elsie, but I only read 8 pages of this and then I got really tired, so stopped reading. So I did read a total of 133 pages yesterday. So this book here, I have got just under 100 pages left until I'm finished. I mean, there is more pages in this book, but some of the pages in this are like other short stories, which I'm not going to read because I actually have them in a bind up in one of the other books, so I'm not going to read them right now. So yeah, my goal would be to finish this today. It's just, it was so slow, and there are parts of it where I am very bored, but then there are parts of it that I am really enjoying, so it's really hard. I feel like this book could have been condensed down a lot more, but then I guess that's Stephen King for you. He likes to stretch things out and be very descriptive and things like that, so kind of you get that with a book by Stephen King. This morning I think I'm gonna do some baking. I'm gonna make some blueberry scones, which I like having for breakfast. I like healthy ones with like Greek yogurt and stuff in, and then I'm also going to try making some pumpkin cookies, which I'm going to then try tonight because I got my My mum, dad and my sister are coming for dinner tonight, so we can taste those and see what they're going to be like. So I've never made pumpkin cookies before, so we will see how that goes, but hopefully they turn out all right. And then after that, like before my family arrive, I'm going to try and finish this, which is just under 100 pages. So then I'm going to have to read a little bit of this just to make up the 100 pages for the day. Hi everyone, excuse my absolutely crazy hair. I don't know what was going on here because it's like partly air dried, so it's just gone like crazy. It's Monday in the evening now. Today I had work and then I came home, had dinner and then went to the gym and then had a few like things to do, and then I sat down to read and I'm just so tired. I can't even get to 100 pages today, so I've literally just been reading a little bit of Powerless. Yesterday I ended up reading 98 pages of Salem's Lot and I finished the book, and I think I'm going to give it a 3.25 out of 5, and the reason for that is just because it was so slow at parts and it took me a long time to get into it, and there were some parts which I really enjoyed and some parts which I really didn't enjoy. So I think just because of the slow parts I can't give it a higher rating than that. The spooky vibes in the book were amazing, and yeah, he really knows how to set a scene, but it was just a little bit slow for my liking, and there was just too many things which I don't think needed to be in there. But I would recommend it if you want a kind of like really spooky small town book that's like just got really spooky vibes. Yeah, if you just want that kind of thing, especially around this time of year, then that is perfect. And I also read some more of Powerless by Elsie, which is the third book in the Chestnut Spring series, and I read up to page 65, so I read 57 pages of this yesterday. So in total that was 155 pages in total that I read yesterday, so that was over the 100 page goal. But it's Monday today and I had work today, and then I came home, had dinner, went to the gym, came back from the gym and had a few things to do, showered and that kind of thing. And then I'm just so tired, I can barely keep my eyes open. I've read about 30 pages of Powerless. It's 10 past 10 in the evening. I'm going to get into bed, read on my Kindle for a little bit, but I'm not going to be able to reach 100 pages today. So whatever I don't read today, I will add it onto tomorrow's reading time. It's always Monday that I never really have much time, so if this was the one day I was going to fail, it would be today. But yeah, I'm going to get into bed, read on my Kindle for a little bit, and then yeah, probably only read for probably about 15-20 minutes, and then my eyes are just going to shut and I'll need to go to sleep. But I'm up early in the morning for work again, so I do need my sleep. Hi everyone, it's now Wednesday and yesterday I ended up reading only a total of 80 pages, and so there's been 2 days of this challenge that I failed it, and this is only the 100 pages a day challenge. It's because on Mondays and Tuesdays I'm at work all day. I get home like between 5:30 and 6, and then I have dinner, go to the gym, shower and all that kind of thing. So it's just like I don't have a huge amount of time to read on those days, only like an hour or so. I'm now on page 185 of Powerless by Elsie, and I'm really enjoying this so far. This could even beat the last book that I read in the series, as in the second book, so we will see. I am really loving this. I want to finish this book within the next couple of days, and there are about 480 pages, so I have got about 300 pages to go, but I want to finish this either today or tomorrow. I doubt I'll finish it today, but I may finish it tomorrow, because then I've got like a blind date with a book thing that my mum's given me to unwrap, and I want to include that in this video, and I've only got 3 days left of this challenge. We will see how this goes. I'm going to read a little bit with my lunch in a second, and then I'm going to spend the evening reading this evening, so I'm hoping to get through a huge chunk of this later. Hey kitties! So I've just had lunch and I'm sat here under my blanket for a little bit with cats on me. I am absolutely freezing. The weather in England has just like all of a sudden the past couple of days just changed, and it's just really cold. So yeah, I'm working from home today and I'm just sat here with a blanket over me, and I've been sat at my desk with like a blanket over my legs because I'm just really cold. So I'm gonna just, while I'm having a little break, I'm going to just read maybe one, maybe 2 chapters of this. And I don't think I've even said what this book's about, but it's about Jasper, who's lived with the Eaton family on the ranch for basically his whole life, but he's not related to them. He got taken in by the family from a young age, and the Eaton boy's cousin Sloane, so it's like them two, they've liked each other for a long time. For many years they've had like a crush on each other, and they have strong feelings for each other that have developed throughout the years. So it's kind of like a friends to lovers kind of thing, but they just think that the other one doesn't feel the same, you know, that like typical thing. But I am really enjoying this, and at the moment Jasper and Sloane, they're going on a road trip together, so that's really cute, and I love all their little interactions and their conversations that they're having in the car and stuff. It's just really sweet. So I am fully enjoying this. It's nice to read a romance in between, because I haven't read a romance in a little while, it feels like. So I'm just going to sit here and read a couple chapters of this, and then I won't be reading any more after that until this evening, probably after dinner. I'm just reading now, and I'm talking quietly because my husband's in bed. He's gone to bed early to get an early night, and I'm still up. So I'm currently on page 251, and there's just been a steamy scene which I was not expecting quite yet, so that came as a surprise. And I just thought I'd say like how I try and picture characters in my head, because I really struggle with coming up with how to picture the characters when I'm reading them and exactly what they look like. Their faces are usually quite blank to me. It's normally just like hair and clothes, and I don't really picture a face. So what I've been doing with recently is I've been going on Pinterest and typing in like powerless Elsie Silver aesthetic, or in this case Jasper and Sloane or something like that, typing that in. So let me show you how I'm picturing these characters. So I looked up Jasper and Sloane. I'm kind of picturing them like this, and then I found a picture of this person which came up, so I'm picturing Sloane to look like her, and it does really help when you kind of find like a face or someone on Pinterest or whatever, just to kind of get more of like a picture in your head. So I've done it for a few books recently, and yeah, it's just been really helping, so that is what I'm doing. I need to read about another 35 pages and then I've reached my 100 pages for the day. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this either today or tomorrow. I really want to open this like blind date with a book. I don't know whether to film that in a separate video or whether to add it into this video. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I'll have a think. I'll see how much I read tonight and tomorrow and then go from there. It is now Thursday. It's now Thursday, it's about 5 o'clock, and last night I've actually got further than that because, oh my god, stop getting in my way every time I try and film. I got to page 296, so I reached my page goal yesterday because I was reading the physical copy, and then when I went into bed I started reading the Kindle copy, so I just needed to like put my place. Because I've only got today and tomorrow to film clips for this vlog until the vlog's ending, I thought I would open my blind date with a book that my mum has given to me. She's wrapped this up in like a bit of scrap paper, and she said it's not my normal type of book, it's not something I'd normally pick up, but she wants me to read it, and it's only a small book, so I'm gonna start this tonight I think and include it in this video because I've not got any other vlogs that I've planned coming up that I can really incorporate this into. So I'm gonna open this now and then start it later tonight. I'm intrigued. She thinks I'll enjoy it, but it's not my usual type of book. Interesting. Okay, it is called The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, aged 13 3/4 by Sue Townsend, and this is apparently one my mum read when she was younger, so let's see. Oh, there's a bit of paper in there. It's got really tiny writing, but it's kind of, by the looks of it, it's all kind of written in like diary entries, so it should be quite quick to get through, and it's only it's less than 200 pages long, so I should get through this pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a go later tonight. I am intrigued. This is very random. There's like a noddy toothbrush on the cover or something, but I am intrigued to see if I enjoy this or not. So Mum, I know you're watching this video, so you'll find out what I think. Today is the final day of the challenge. It is now Friday. I am sat here with my baby boy, and yesterday I decided to pick up the blind date with a book thing which my mum gave me, so I ended up reading 70 pages of The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, and this book is interesting. It's very cringy. It's basically written by this 13, nearly 14-year-old teenage boy, and he's just really cringy, and he thinks he's some like intellectual kind of guy, and he's also in love with this random girl in his class, and it's just really random. It's written like diary form, and this girl that he likes at school, he found out that her dad was a milkman, and he was like, oh, I don't love her anymore. And then he found out again that he's not actually a milkman, and he was like, oh, actually I'm in love with her now. And I was like, what is this? Very random. And also at the same time his like parents are splitting up and things like that, so there's just a bit of that going on. It's just quite amusing. It's quite amusing and cringy, and some of it just makes me laugh, so I don't know, I'm enjoying it in a weird kind of way. It's not something I would normally read, but I am enjoying it in a weird way because it's just quite funny. So I ended up reading 70 pages of this, and then when I got into bed last night I read about 20 pages of Powerless on my Kindle, and that is all I read yesterday. So I read about 90 pages yesterday, so I wasn't quite up to the 100 pages, so I have failed this challenge like 3 days, which isn't great considering it's only a 100-page challenge, and loads of people do the 200 pages a day challenge, so I'm just a massive fail. Later I'm going to continue on with this, I think, because it's a really short book, so it won't take me very long, so I could even finish this today. It depends what I end up doing, because I think I'm going to watch a film with my husband this evening, so that will take up a bit of time, but we will see. It's now Saturday evening, and oh, let me get my phone. Yeah, it's now Saturday evening, and the last day of the challenge was yesterday, and I've got it on my phone. I ended up reading 94 pages of The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, and then 32 pages of Powerless, so I did reach the 100-page goal yesterday. And then during the day today, I actually finished both of these, because I had like just a lazy day today really, so I ended up finishing both. And this was so random. It was quite entertaining in a weird kind of way, but it was very cringy and strange. Like, it's not something I'd normally read, or like well, I did read it for fun, but you know what I mean, like I wouldn't like choose it. It was quite weird. Some of the stuff in here, I don't know how it wasn't like banned, or nowadays it would be probably, I don't know. Interesting, but it was quite entertaining, so I didn't really know what rating to give this, so I ended up giving it 3 stars. So that is that. That was just a little quick read. I finished Powerless by Elsie and I really did enjoy this. I ended up giving it 4.25 stars, and the reason, like, at first I thought, yeah, this is going to be like a 4.75, maybe like a really high 4-star kind of rating. But I think what let it down for me is there was quite a lot of smutty scenes, and there wasn't enough like emotional stuff during, like, I don't know, there was just all of a sudden so much smut and like not much emotional stuff going on. I just thought it was quite like sudden, and I don't know if in reality that would happen, like, I don't know. And then towards the end there was like more emotional kind of stuff, which did bump it up a little bit more. But I did really enjoy this. I love her books, I love her writing, I love her characters, and I love the like found family, and I love the family dynamic and everything, and they are just really easy and fun to read. But I'd say, yeah, that was the only thing I just didn't really like about this. So that is it for the vlog. I did fail on 3 of the days, which is really bad considering this is only 100 pages a day challenge, not the 200 which most people do, but I did try. I just had loads to do this week, loads of like working, because I work from home most of the time. I just had loads of stuff to do and stuff, so didn't necessarily read too much some days, but I enjoyed myself. And yeah, so next time I do this challenge I'm going to be doing the 150 pages a day challenge, just bump it up slightly, and I'm going to try harder to actually get through it. I'm going to try and pick a week when I'm not necessarily doing as much. Hopefully I actually do complete the challenge every single day of the week this next time. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please give the video a like and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video, which will be next Sunday. Bye!